Good morning, children. Today we are going to start with a poem written by John Berryman. John Berryman has written this poem and it is about loss. See, sometimes some things which are dear to you, you lose them. But then that is your own experience when it happens to you first time. There it might be a materialistic thing, like in the poem, the boy loses his ball, and the poem is called the ball poem. Why? Because the boy loses his ball. So he is playing with a ball, he's a small child, and he suddenly loses it, and it is his first lesson about the responsibility. Something which is his, something which he was supposed to take care of, he loses, and his memory is also attached with that thing. Suppose as a small child you must have had a doll, or you must have had a bat, and somebody might have gifted it to you, and you must have played so much with it. So all your memories are attached with it, and so when you lose it, it is your first lesson. So this poem is about how to adjust with loss, and everyone has to learn this in life. Everyone needs to learn how to adjust with loss. That is what the whole central idea of this poem is. Let us see line by line. Now before that, let me tell you, this little boy was playing with his ball near a harbor. Harbor is a small port where or you can call it a dockyard, where the ships are parked. So he was playing there, and suddenly, let us see what happened. What is the boy now who has lost his ball? What is he to do? Now what can a boy do who has lost his ball? So Berryman was watching this boy play, and suddenly this thing happened. I saw it go. It means the ball. I saw it go, merrily bouncing down the street. He was playing on the street near the port or the harbor, and the ball went merrily, happily. The boy was playing happily. So the ball also went happily, bouncing, and then merrily it jumped, and happily it went inside the water. There it is in the water. So now it is a harbor, and the boy cannot go inside and take out the ball. So the ball is now gone. Okay. No use to say, oh, there are other balls. He might have other balls, but this particular ball is gone. It won't come back. So it is no use to say, oh, there are other balls, or he could buy other balls, but it is no use saying so, because this particular ball must have been very dear to the boy. His memories must have been attached to the ball, and any other ball cannot replace the same ball. An ultimate shaking grief fixes the boy. As the poet is watching, he can see the boy becomes very sad. Shaking grief means he becomes very sad. Ultimate means that final sadness gets hold of the boy. As he stands rigid, he is very stiff with pain. He is feeling sad, trembling, shaking, staring down all his young days into the harbor. He remembers all the happy times he played with the balls, and all his memories are coming back to him. Where his ball went. Now his memories are also gone with the balls. I would not intrude on him. Berryman wants to tell John Berryman that he did not want to disturb the boy. He did not want to intrude. He did not want to disturb. That was that experience that the boy had to go through. It was his first experience of loss, and it was teaching him a lesson, and Berryman wanted the boy to learn the lesson of responsibility. A dime another ball. बॉल बड़े ही सस्ते होते हैं, 10 सेंट्स का दूसरा बॉल आ जाएगा. जैसे हमारे यहाँ 10, 20, 50 रुपए का दूसरा बॉल तो आ ही जाएगा. A dime another ball is worthless, but even if you give another ball to that boy right now, it is worthless, it is of no use, because he is lost in the thoughts, in the memories of the happy days that he is played with that ball, and he wants that ball. No other ball can replace those memories. No other ball can give him back his happiness. Now he senses his first responsibility. Now he understood कि something he did was wrong, and that's why he has lost the ball. So his first responsibility, his understanding, and it is very important for him to get this lesson. In the world of possessions, this whole world is full of materialistic things. So it is called a world of possessions, right? We have so many materialistic things, our mobiles, our dresses, our shoes, all those things are materialistic things. People will take balls, balls will be lost always. So all our think of your mobile. If it is lost, how sad you are going to feel, na? Because so much time you have spent with it, your memories attached to those things. So many in life such things are going to happen again and again, but for time being you will feel sad, but you will have to continue with life, right? So this is the lesson that the boy needs to learn. So people will take balls, they will buy balls, and balls will be lost. The ball is representing all the materialistic things that we have. Okay, the little boy is learning. The first thing about loss will be learned with a materialistic thing, and then as we become older, we may lose a friend, we may lose a loved one. So these materialistic things, when we lose them and when we learn our first lessons, slowly we are adjusting with the loss, right? So money is external. Money can definitely buy another ball. Okay, that can be done. But still, money has no role here, because that ball has the memories which are attached to the ball. So that ball is precious. No other ball can replace it. That's why money is external. मनी का यहाँ पे कोई रोल नहीं है वो मेमोरी के साथ. वो बॉल ही उसके लिए इतना इम्पोर्टेंट है, इसलिए ही इज फीलिंग द लॉस. अदरवाइज व्हाट, मनी कैन इजीली बाय अनदर बॉल, बट दैट इज नॉट द important thing. So he is saying कि money is external. So this is about feelings, this is about his emotions. He is learning. Well behind his desperate eyes. His eyes are desperate. When you are dying to get something, you very much want something, then what do you say? कि you are desperate. What is the boy desperate about? The boy is desperate about the ball. He wants it, but he will not get it because it is gone in the harbor. So he is very desperate. See, the boy is desperate, but यहाँ पे लाइन क्या लिखी है? He is learning well behind his desperate eyes. उसके आइज को डेस्परेट बोला, वो फीलिंग आइज में से दिख रही है, लेकिन एक्चुअली वो डेस्परेट कौन है? बॉय है. इसलिए यहाँ पे ट्रांसफर्ड एपिथेट इज द फिगर ऑफ स्पीच which I have explained. I have given you the figure of speeches. Epistemology of loss. Epistemology means study of knowledge itself is called epistemology. Epistemology of knowledge होता है हमेशा, लेकिन यहाँ पे बोला epistemology of loss. ऑफ वाला जो कीवर्ड है, ऑफ वाला जो कीवर्ड जहाँ भी होगा, दैट विल बी मेटाफर ऑलवेज. वर्ल्ड ऑफ ह्यूमन बींग्स होता है, लेकिन वर्ल्ड ऑफ पोजेशंस यहाँ पे बोला गया है. एपिस्टेमोलॉजी ऑफ नॉलेज होता है, यहाँ पे एपिस्टेमोलॉजी ऑफ लॉस बोला गया. व्हेन वन थिंग इज गिवन द नेम ऑफ अदर, द फिगर ऑफ स्पीच इज मेटाफर. So now this boy needs to learn the epistemology of loss. He needs to adjust with that loss, and he needs to stand up, because in life many times he will have to go through such things. So his first lesson right now he is learning, and that's why the poet did not interrupt, he did not disturb him, he let him learn, he let him be alone. ओके, लाइफ जो अपने लेसन हमको सिखाता है वो हमको खुद ही सीखने पड़ते हैं. Knowing that what every man must one day know. So now he is knowing what every man will know one day, and most know many days. So many times this will happen, and when it happens, you need to learn to stand up. You need to learn to let it go, because you cannot do anything about it. है ना. कभी हो सकता है कि तुम्हारी कोई चीज़ खो जाए, कभी तुम्हारे कोई फ्रेंड तुमसे दूर हो जाए, तो फिर भी ज़िंदगी तो चलती रहेगी, लेकिन उतना टाइम तुमको वो दुख होगा, एंड यू हैव टू लर्न टू गो थ्रू दैट ग्रीफ. अभी छोटे छोटे ये चीज़ें तुम अगर लाइफ में नहीं सीखोगे, एंड इफ ऑल द टाइम यू आर ओनली गिवन हैप्पीनेस, nobody says no to you, you're never losing anything. So what happens sometimes when a big thing happens or even a small thing happens, so if you don't get your marks or whatever happens, so you feel like, oh, life is over. Just what Sushant Singh did today. Did today means a few days back. He committed suicide. So it is important to learn lessons in life. कि life will not always be about happiness. Sometimes we have to go through grief, and still we have to adjust and go on with life. तो ये कभी भी ऐसे छोटे छोटे लेसन सीख के हमको पता चलता है कि we need to move on, we need to understand our responsibility, right? So this is a very important poem. Just look at some meanings. Intrude means to disturb. यहाँ पे in this poem, to enter without permission. In that situation, the boy must be alone. So the poet doesn't want to enter in the situation without the permission of the boy. He wants to let him learn. He doesn't want him to disturb. Merrily, happily, dying 10 cents. Rigid, the boy was stiff with grief. Rigid means stiff. Desperate means he is very eagerly wanting something, but he is hopeless about it. So desperate means when you want something very eagerly, very badly, you are said to be desperate. Epistemology of loss, study of loss यहाँ पे बोल सकते हैं, या actual meaning study of knowledge होता है. Harbor, port or dockyard of ship. Summary एक बार फिर से देख लेते हैं. John Berryman once saw a child playing with a ball near a harbor. He saw the ball go bouncing down happily and then vanish in water. Poet could have gone to talk to the boy as he stood rigid with grief of losing the ball. But he did not disturb the child, as the child was learning the important lesson of loss in life. We have to go through such situations alone when we lose something, as our memories are attached to our things and our loved ones in life. Things may be cheap and can be easily bought again. Even then, they cannot replace what we have lost. So money is external, as our fond memories are attached to our possessions. So we need to go through that pain and move on with life, because nothing is forever. So we need to understand that lesson of responsibility. Figures of speech एक बार discuss कर लेते हैं. What is he to do? That is the line of your poem. Now here you can see the word what is repeated. So the figure of speech is going to be repetition. लेकिन दो है, एक question पूछा हुआ है, तो figure of speech will be interrogation. Because the question is asked to underline the meaning that is helpless. When a question is asked without expecting an answer, so it becomes interrogation. In the world of possessions, of जो keyword होता है, it tells you the figure of speech is metaphor. As the world of human beings is given the name of world of possessions, एक को दूसरे का नाम देना, ये होता है metaphor. He is learning well beyond his desperate eyes, जो मैंने poem के meaning के वक्त भी तुमको समझाया है. Now desperate is the what do you call? It is the adjective. But desperate कौन है? Boy है. वो adjective desperate boy पर से निकाल के desperate eyes को लगा दिया है, इसलिए बोलेंगे transferred epithet. एपिस्टेमोलॉजी ऑफ लॉस, अगेन ऑफ कीवर्ड है, तुमको बता दें कि मेटाफर है, ये स्टडी ऑफ नॉलेज को स्टडी ऑफ लॉस बोला according to the poem. Okay, so I'm giving you the question answers which you have to copy in your classwork notebook. You have to learn them also, that is also your homework. So along this with this video you will get this homework. तो PDF फाइल बना के मैं वहाँ पे ये डाल देती हूँ क्वेश्चन आंसर वगैरह समरी के साथ. तो those you have to read and learn. Okay, but the last one, you go through the question answers, you learn them, but the last one you have to seek, you have to write it on your own. Have you ever lost something you liked very much? Write a paragraph about how you felt and how you got over your loss. So here you have to give your own story. How you lost something, what was the grief you felt, which memories were attached to that thing, and how you got over it. So this is about your own story that you have to give in 1 or 2 paragraphs. Okay, so I hope you have understood the poem. Go through it again. I am sending the PDF of question answers and the summary with the figures of speech. So those you have to copy down in the classwork notebook, and that is also your homework. So along with the video, when you will watch the video and you will open the homework, you will get the notes which you have to learn. Okay, thank you.